Hey guys, and welcome back. I know it's been a little bit over 6 weeks since I've been away. I do have an explanation. I did have surgery and I took time to heal. I'm still healing. So I'm not able to go out as often as I would like to show places and do all of those things. So today I did think I'd share a bit of myself, a bit of my story, literally my first trauma. I thought I'd share my first trauma with you guys. Um, okay, I'm just gonna get into the story because I know a lot of people are going to be watching for the first time. Um, I'm a Ghanaian, as you all know. I kind of spent my childhood in the northern region of Ghana, which is Tamale, to be specific. My dad was a research scientist, so we had a lot of field trips, a lot of camping, that kind of stuff, because he would always be doing research in these villages and things just to, I don't want to go deep inside, but long story short, we lived in Tamale, which is the northern region. And I was attending school at this place called Presby Experimental Primary School. I don't know if they're still in existence or if it's if the school is still alive or if it's been put off or anything. But I did attend Presby Experimental Primary School, which was in Tamale in the northern region. Now, on this fateful day that my first trauma ever happened, we went to school, as usual, and we were in the classroom. We had a teacher come in, a teacher left, and then the class, everybody was just making noise, and we were having this, everybody was just conversating. Now, mind you, I was about 3 to 4 years, because I know that's the time that I was in Tamale. And it was like a primary, I was in primary. So we have the kindergarten, nursery, for those of you that don't know, and then we have like the primary school. I don't necessarily remember the specific class that I was in, but I didn't move from Tamale till I was in class 4 in Airport Residential area. So it was somewhere between class 3 all the way downwards. So I do know that. I do know I was very young, about 3 to 4 years, and we were in class. Now, there was no teacher in the class at that moment. We had just finished the class was empty, everybody was talking, that kind of stuff. And then our school prefect and seniors walked into our classroom and said everybody should keep quiet, heads on the table, hands on fingers on your lips, as in shush. So we're just in the class thinking it's one of those things where, we've made so much noise and they're going to sack us all out of the classroom and punish us and all those things. We usually call it names of talkatives. So we thought that was what was happening. Then they told us everybody shush, fingers on your lips, heads on the table. Then now they're asking us to close all windows and all doors. Now, our windows were kind of like the wooden, we usually have these types in the kitchen here in USA, where we have the wooden type of windows that you can like shuffle up and down like a shutter. Yeah, but that was like literally how the windows were back then in those days in Tamale, northern region of Ghana. So we did close all the windows, we closed all the doors, and what I remember was the classroom was pitch black. When I say black, I mean I couldn't see nothing. First time ever, we're in a classroom with a whole bunch of people with our head, seniors and stuff in pitch blackness. Now, obviously, we as children, we don't know what's going on. We're still ignorant. We're just like, okay, what's happening? Everybody's freaking out on the light bit, and then we are still paying. We're still listening to our senior and respecting them and doing what they're asking. So everyone is quiet, and before we realize, men with CUTLASS. I don't know if you know what CUTLASS is, but CUTLASS is like a huge knife that's used to weed grass. back in Africa or Ghana, and these men with huge cutlasses stormed into our classroom. Now, I'm very young. I see men with cutlass. Run for your life. Run for your life. Everybody's running. And when I say running, not through the door, hello. We had about 6 windows and everybody was running. I remember jumping out of the window, not even through the door. I mean, the people were coming through the door, so how are you gonna go run, beside them through the door? I thought, something drastic was happening. They were sacrificing. Um, I don't want to say because of YouTube and its algorithm and stuff, but yeah, like I was freaking scared, and my young self was jumping through the window. I remember going at the back of the school, running towards the back of school and just running, running, running. And then I met a friend too who was in my class, and she said, "Oh, she's passing here to her house," and so I just run with her. And the back of our school, like further back, but still the back of our school had this like huge gutter, which is like 2 sizes of this room put together. So I just remember, somehow, some way, also, which was very scary to me too at that point. I remember walking down, like you walk down the gutter like this, then you walk at the side of the gutter like this, then you climb all the way up. What's happening? Yeah, so I do remember climbing that gutter to my friend's house, and then we just sat there, panicking, talking, and I remember an adult too coming over. I don't know if that was her parents. I can't really remember, but I remember an adult too coming over and just hanging with us and things. And then I was like, okay, I have to go home. They were like, oh, do you want to stay over? Or da 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 da. I still had no explanation at that moment. It was just, a very scary moment for me. And then I hanged there for a while, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna find my path back to like somewhere towards the school. And once I get on the main road of the school, because there was a street right in front of the school, once I get to that street, then I can find my way back home. Now my house was about 30 to 45 minutes away from the school. Honestly, I don't know, but walking was kind of like ridiculous, but somehow, some way, I felt like I could remember the route to my house, and then I could figure it out and then just walk there some way, somehow. So that was my plan. Successfully, I made it to that main road. I made it to the school side, and then I started walking towards what seems like my house. I don't even know if I would have made it, but yeah. I started walking towards in that direction. Now, upon walking, the school was kind of like owned by a church. Like I said, I think Presbyterian, Presby Experimental Primary School. So I guess by a Presbyterian church. I can't fully remember because I was like extremely young. But yeah, so we knew the school was kind of owned by a church. The church was also part of the school in a different section. So as I was walking on the road home, I noticed the pastor and his wife driving this pickup. I don't know if everybody knows what a pickup is, but it's like a truck with like kind of like space at the back of the truck where you can like put stuff in. But I do remember seeing the pastor and his wife, and the pickup just full of students. The pickup was just full of students, and they were like, "Oh, get in, get in." And I'm like, "No, thank you." I'm like, "No, thank you. I'm going home. I'm walking home." And then I saw my sister in the front, like front seats with them. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I got in, and once we got in, somewhere halfway along the road, we met our actual driver, because we had a driver, someone that was driving us to school every day. Because my dad was working, and he was the only parent I had growing up. So, yeah, we did have a driver, and the driver, we exchanged from that car to the driver's car. I don't know if they were looking for us or something, but or if the people contacted our driver or something. But I just know somewhere along the line, along them taking me home, we kind of found our driver and then went into the car. Now later on, we found out that the reason why men with cutlass came into budged into our classroom and all of those things happened was because apparently teachers were on strike. I think everybody knows what that means. Like, teachers were not supposed to come to school that day, as they were protesting against low wages. And for some reason, our school still opened. Teachers still came to school that day. And so when they saw the group of people, protesting and stuff, they decided to exit the whole school. All the teachers decided to exit the whole school. And then it was just left with the kids, which, well, it was just left with the kids. And so they asked us to close the door. They made the elderly students make sure all the classrooms were closed and everything and stuff. And then while the protesters were going, one student apparently opened the window and shouted and waved at someone. And that's how they knew the school wasn't closed and there were people there. And then that's why they budged into the school. I think they were actually looking for the teachers with the cutlass and everything. I'm not necessarily sure if they would have harmed the students or even if students were harmed. I didn't hear anything of that sort. But me as a child just witnessing all of that, that was that was really traumatizing, yeah. But right now, it's a story I haven't forgotten. I cannot forget. The memories as vivid as, well, like last week. Yeah, but I thought I'll just come in, check up on you guys, explain to you guys why I've been away. I did have surgery. I'm almost recovered, which is good. And just to share a part of me with you guys. Now, if you do like learning more about me, hearing some of my really weird, crazy stories, and this is just at a very young age, so you can imagine all the things I've experienced, even getting to this very moment. But if you want me to do more of talking about things I've experienced and stuff, leave a thumbs up. I'll do that whilst I'm recovering, and be expectant of new things too, because I will be going to Ghana. I'm not going to say the date now, but it's soon. I'm going to go to Ghana, and there's just a lot of footage to expect and a lot of things to expect. I'm excited about that. I'm jotting everything down, things I want to do, vlogs I want to make, just in this process, just kind of just getting a list of my life together for when I'm fully recovered. So just stay tuned and everything. But for now, if you like me sharing more I have a lot. I'm not going to lie. I have a lot. So if you want more stories like that, you let me know and I'll share my life experiences with you. But Africa is not an easy country to live in. Let nobody lie to you. Africa is not an easy country to live in. Lots of chaotic things, but if we're here, it's by God's grace, and I give God all the glory. And I'm just thankful for being in America right now. So leave a thumbs up. Please, please, please do leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment. If you have questions, ask. It's been a very long time since this happened, so I'm going to try to remember anything that I could to answer any question that you have. Yeah, but thank you guys for the love and support. I'm doing well. I'm fine now. Um, Even after surgery, I'm doing very, very well and I'm fine now. So thank you guys. I just had to check in. I love you guys so, so, so much. So, so, so much. And I'll see you next week on my next video. If I do get a lot of thumbs up, I'm going to tell another aspect of my life that's mind blowing. But yeah, thank you guys. Love you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. You're going to miss out on my vlogs, on my travel vlogs coming up. But much, much love and appreciation. Love you guys. Bye.